Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jaclyn and today I'm going to be showing you the 10 palettes that I think are the best for summer 2023 edition. So if you love eyeshadow, you want to get reminded of some older palettes that maybe you already have and you haven't dusted them out yet for summer. It's almost August. Your time is running short before spooky season. Or you want to see some fairly newer releases like within the past year. Keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, if you haven't already, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I upload videos twice a week. It's totally free to subscribe, and I would love to have you back again on the channel. I am also running a giveaway right now for a little bit longer, so I'll leave that video linked if you haven't seen it, and hope you enter the giveaway. All right, let's get into the palettes. Okay, so I'm going to start with a few that I believe were like limited edition things you can't get anymore, just to get those out of the way, but in case you have them in your collection. First one is quite old. It's from Laura Lee Los Angeles. I think this is one of her earlier releases. It's called the Party Animal Palette. I've used this multiple times and it's definitely not the best neons I have ever experienced. They're more like, they look really potent, but unless you use a white base, they are a bit more muted than they look on the eye. But they're still fine. I pull them out every once in a while, no problem with them, and I'll enjoy them. Sometimes because of the color story, this one is a little bit more of a companion palette to me personally, but still a good one. Next up from Anastasia Beverly Hills is their collaboration with Alyssa Edwards. This one has some neutrals if you want more of a neutral summer glam. You don't want the pop of color, but it's definitely also got the pop of color if you want to go bright. And the way I usually like to wear my brights personally is I like to mix brights with neutrals. So this type of palette is perfect for me. And some of these, even though you may not be able to get them from the company directly, like ABH doesn't sell this I got from TJ Maxx, so you still may see some of them floating around. I really do enjoy this one, albeit I have probably done more neutral looks than colorful looks, but trying to encourage myself to do more bright looks while we're in summer. I currently have a little bit of a brighter look on right now. I did this for my Barbie inspired makeup video that I posted recently. I'll leave that linked if you haven't seen it. And if there are any of these palettes that I've already done videos with that you want to see them more like in action instead of me just holding them up and talking about them, I'll leave those linked as well. One such palette is one of my favorite summertime palettes. I always gravitate to this in summertime. This is from Adept Cosmetics and it's called the House of Elle palette. I believe the owner, she was talking about possibly bringing back like this or the Arrow inspired palettes, some that were limited edition again. So if you are interested in this and you didn't get it, don't lose all hope. It may happen, it may, but I love the fact that there are bright mattes. There are multi-chromes with like dark bases, which are really nice for deepening out the outer corner. Like there's not a deep matte, but I feel like you can get the depth with that black-based multi-chrome, which is one of my favorite multi-chromes in my collection that I have. This Zor Elle one, I'll put it up close again. Don't know how much you can see the shifts just right here on camera, but they are insane. And I like that there are, again, some lighter shimmers that can be used more for like the inner portion of the lid or the inner corner. And yeah, just a unique color story and array of mattes, but love this one so much. And then the last one that might be discontinued, I'm not sure on this one. You hear them talk about Muerte all the time, but it's other half, Vida, life, right? Summer, life, get out there, live, enjoy the weather. I live in Ohio personally, so like you're only gonna be outside in the summer. Like spring's genuinely kind of cold sometimes here still. It can snow all the way in like March, April. Fall's okay to be outside, but if you wanna like bask in the sun and actually get the heat, summer's all we got here. So Vida is in the same vein, in my opinion, as the ABH Alyssa Edwards one, where it's got color, but it's also got the option to go more neutral. If you like the melt formula, you can do the pop of chartreuse or green or yellow, orange, red, what have you, and have that fun summer moment with still having some browns and neutrals in there. So again, I just wanted to mention a few that you may already have in your collection and maybe you just forgot about them. I think we all do it and go, oh yeah, I haven't pulled that one out in a while. So the rest are all palettes that are 100% I know for sure still available going forward. The next two are from Nomad Cosmetics. I just did a video recently where I ranked all of my Nomad Cosmetics palettes. I'll leave that video linked because they're running a 20% off sale site-wide until August 1st, I believe. So you have a little bit of time if you would like to shop. They have a couple palettes I think are perfect for summer. The first one is this one, the Cartagena Magica. And it is, once again, just really bright, like yellow, purple, some orange. I think of these bright colors as being summer. It's not a rainbow palette, and it does have some satins in there if you want to do something a little softer. And it has just such a fun summer tropical theme. If you look at the packaging here, just with all of the different wildlife, Nomad is a destination brand. Like all of their palettes are different destinations that they are themed on or based on. And then this one, which is the Paradise palette. What's more summer than a couple of sea turtles on the beach, you know? So here's this one. And this one, it's summer, but you could, I suppose, say spring too, because there are some pastels. But to me, I feel summer with like the green and the blue and some of the like mattes pull it to summer for me personally. But I could do spring too. I don't know, spring, I think pastels for whatever reason. I don't know if it's Easter or what. And then I'm really pretty certain I have the Monteverde palette. I thought I did, but I can't find it. That one's pretty summery too, so there's some Nomad recommendations. On the cheaper, more affordable end, if you want something more affordable to feel the summer vibe, from Morphe, the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2, to me is very summery because again, it has those pinks, purples, oranges, yellows, and I think it's really fun in summer. I didn't do it with this look, but I think it's fun to not only pair a bold like this with neutrals, but sometimes I'll pair a bold with like smokiness. Like this has a black and a pretty deep burgundy that I think it's sometimes fun to mix like a yellow or a pink and do like, this could have been a pink smoky eye, right? Something like that I think can be really fun and a way to play with color. I don't go fully smoky, like the picture, the promo of Jaclyn on the back of this, that's more smoky than I've ever been in my entire life. But I also don't usually wear anything on the lower lash line because I feel like it settles in a lot of the lines and crinkles down there and I just don't love it. But there is a lot you can do with that one to get the vibes. In the same affordable vein, I have two from ColourPop that, so summer. So the first one is the Cabana Club palette. We are thinking vacation, you know, we're under the cabana, we're having a little frozen drink, all of those vibes. And I love, these are probably my favorite size from ColourPop that they do of palettes because the pans are not crazy ridiculously big. Like there's some brands like Give Me Glow that sell pans so big that I'm like, I would never in a lifetime use that up, and it makes me not want to buy that stuff. But these I feel like are an appropriate size of pan, and I think that's part of why they have the price point at what they do. But packaging is killer, formula is wonderful. You've got, I like a sea foamy green like that in the summer. You still have the purple, the yellow, and you still have some neutrals too. If you just want to go neutral with a little pop of that blue shade, Cool Off, in the inner corner, that would be really pretty, right? That one is a good one. And then the other one from ColourPop that I would recommend if you're looking for something summery would be Lush Life. And this is just, again, jungle vibes and more of the tropical type summer. It still has some neutrals, but they're pretty warm, almost like copper orange leaning in this one. And then you've got more of like the greens that give it just like the lush summertime. You know, there's vegetation, there's plant life, there's life in general. Again, I live in Ohio, so in the winter, unless it's a pine tree and evergreen, the trees just look like sticks. Like everything just looks brown and dead. And then I wanted to leave an indie brand for last. This is the last one for the video, and this is from Beauté, and it is their Paletopoly palette. So not only does this palette, you can get it with a game to play, which I just feel like is more of like, I don't know, maybe a fun time summer activity, that it almost is like a game to choose the colors you use for you. You can play it as a 1-player game or a 2-player game. I have a video where I tried to do it. I haven't done that game again. Let me know if you'd be curious to see that 1 year now later after the release. But even if you didn't play the game, I do think this has some really, really great colors. I could have done a Barbie look with this row, this like column in itself. I used the Into the Night palette by Glaminatrix for what I'm wearing right now today. I'll have everything else listed in the description as well, by the way, if you're interested in knowing what I'm wearing. But yellow, blue, purple, you know, it's summer is like, it's not a rainbow palette per se, but it's definitely got a lot of the rainbow colors in it, if that makes sense. But yeah, to me, this one is summery. Yeah, guys, that's all of my summer recommendations for eyeshadow palettes. Let me know what you've been liking in the summer. Are you going for more color? Are you just keeping it neutral? You're just, you know, doing the same old, you're not really switching it up. And if you are, that's totally fine. But I do kind of like to change my makeup with my seasons. I've been looking at like, ooh, more of my berry lipsticks that I'm like, ooh, those are gonna come out soon in the fall, the little berry moment. But loving the bright pink too for summer. I haven't worn pink in a long time, and I just did some like whitening trays from the dentist, and I do think that with this bold lipstick, my teeth look pretty good, pretty white, no? And I have like a slight tan. This foundation's a little deep compared to my neck, but it was a sample foundation thing, so I wasn't sure on the shade that I needed. So anyway, I'm just rambling now at this point, so I'm going to end the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye!